is round 2. I hope that this one works. Strange, weird tech issues with my mic, I think. I don't know. I think it has an auto thing on it. I might have to look into it. But anyway, don't want to hold you up. Let's try this again. It should run smoothly this time because I know the messages now. A lot of it had, the reason why you guys were like at the beginning of the reading, the reason why you guys are like sitting, y'all were kind of like quiet, and Spirit was calling for you to be sure that you practice every single day ways to protect your energy, give thanks to God, Spirit, and the universe, and release. Okay, and they want you to do those 3 things every day around all of this manifestation and manifesting, law of attraction type stuff you got going on. And it showed a lot of court energy, and it showed you guys winning a lot of the court. There's custody battles, civil suits. What else was there? Oh, visas. It was just a lot of things that you'd be winning that would be in black and white and could be filed and go on document and make you official. Like in so many different ways. I laughed because some of them showed people getting their divorces finalized too. So it was a mixture of all kinds of things going on. And y'all know how I get when it's a collective reading. So now, because, all right, so with the protection part or doing the spiritual work every day, they were saying add an hour in as a part of your clock in. So like if you do 9 to 5, go on and add an extra hour in and count that as your clock in too. And that you don't get off until you do that spiritual work around your energy and all these great things that's coming towards you. Spirit also had me to tell you a little bit about the dream that I had, where I had a dream that like all the divine feminines were running around like it was an Easter egg hunt. But they were finding these shiny bags filled with prizes and money and stuff. And it also had a match to their divine masculine inside of that bag too. The divine masculines was hosting the actual Easter egg hunt, but you didn't know who your divine masculine was until you like found the bag, and then you had to take it over. Then you and the boys would go through it together and see whatever goes on. I guess in my case, it just so happened I heard a voice tell me to go towards a red shiny bag that was, because here's the thing, in the dream, it was like the stuff was like unseen, like we were playing in the ethers, like the closer you got to where something was hidden, and it really wasn't hidden, it was in plain sight, but you had to move around the area for something to appear. So it would be invisible until you move around, and then whatever, you find your little bag with your prizes or money and stuff in it. And I was going towards a heel part, and I heard a voice say, go over there, that's the grand prize. And then I kind of brushed it off because I saw a bunch of other women running towards the divine masculine, just reeling it in. I'm like, it must not be nothing left. I didn't trust my intuition. So by the time I got over there to where the crowd was, the divine masculines was telling the divine feminine, hey, y'all missing a bag. Y'all missing the big grand prize bag. It's still out there. And so when I turned around, I saw a group of girls running towards that bag that hadn't come to the crowd already. They were still out and hadn't come in. And then they ended up getting the bag that Spirit told me to get. That had the most money. I think it was like 25 grand or something like that in it. And probably other package deals and stuff. But again, this tells me that a lot of you would end up getting like signing up for bundle packages of things, or winning things in bundles, getting assigned things in bundles, complimentary, all-inclusive type energy, okay? So this is definitely tying into divine feminine reading when it comes to the war part, as far as like the black and white when it comes to, getting all your paperwork official before they ship you out. So people will know your rights, you will know your rights, and that you're protected and that you're official. It doesn't give running around at the last minute getting things done. Everything feels very orderly and structured. The only thing Spirit is calling for you to do is to factor in 30 minutes to an hour into your schedule every day to protect from destiny swapping, to give thanks to God, Spirit, and universe, and then to release. And you got to find something you're interested in: meditating, burning fire, soaking, anything. For some, like to give you an example, some people may want to meditate in the morning and then soak in the afternoon. I do two things. But at the beginning of the other reading, they were sharing that we can't really talk about what we're doing it for, what we're trying to attract. We got to practice keeping these things to ourselves. That's one of the forms of protecting it, right? But on the other end, they did say that if someone is going to be pouring into you and you're pouring into them in order to amplify what you are trying to attract, and then you're helping them do the same off of the same exact energy, though, with the same type of power, the same drive, the same enthusiasm, then that's the only time. And so I guess then you have to have great discernment. Otherwise, you'll delay things, stall things, or set yourself back into prehistoric times. All right, so let's see what else is left. I think I covered everything. Welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond, and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. I think my mouth is getting dry now because I already did a whole probably 20 minutes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read Braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is open. Also, to my members at the PBE School, do not forget that you have special links where you get discounts on the readings whenever you want to use them. Also, psychic development will be coming soon, so we will be having orientation in August for such. This will involve you learning the tarot first as the divination tool, but there will be spiritual advisory available there as well. We'll have all kinds of stuff going on, but a lot of it will be centered around, like, you know, retreats, field trips, and courses. The first thing we're going to do is the self-paced course surrounded around learning the tarot, soulmate, twin energy. And yeah, so get your booties over there, check it out if you're interested. I'm gonna try to put it in the comments. Please, Diamond, don't forget, put it in the comments. I know I was supposed to put 2 things in the comments for divine femme and masculine, and I didn't. But give me time, okay? Next week we should be a lot more sharp, okay? And then this reading is probably going to be kind of general too, until I start having more dreams and stuff again. So just work with me. But I think it's like this too because it is a lot of pentacles. It's more of numbers and documents, administrative things, and so this is just kind of how that is. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me, and patience. Page of Swords. See, look at this signing stuff. 10 of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, this is family court. Hangman, Knight of Swords with the, let me see what this is. Excuse me, channeling. For some of you, this will be a hard decision, but you got to be able to move forward. So you got to be strong enough to do this, you know. But in general, with all of this court stuff, they're calling us all to be strong. And just see our way through it because we're supposed to do it because it's all a part of the spiritual warfare. Oh yes, they did say that in the first reading that some of us are still being summoned in to help de-escalate and be mediators to some witches and warlocks and other entities that was summoned in. They spoke of the fall of Hollywood and how some of us are connected to people in Hollywood. And your local communities, anybody that's like that represents a large crowd or assists a large crowd that's like popular on any kind of level, there's a fall happening here with that. And a lot of you think of yourselves as essential workers like ambulance and firefighters and all that, but all in a spiritual way, you know, because a lot of them, this fall is going to be hard. And I always told y'all a lot of them won't like fully make it in the way that they wish they could in comparison to those who will make it and have way more than just, you know, landing on their feet from off of the fall from Hollywood, their local community positions and all that kind of stuff. But it will also be, they will also have, their spiritual journey, a lot of justice from being mistreated while within this industry or this organization, or whatever part of the thing they are. And on the other side, you will too. You will get some wins too, but you have to prepare yourself. This is giving an energy of, they're saying, like, if you want to imagine it as if you're getting your safety kits ready, the walkie-talkies, the batteries, candles, water, all that kind of stuff. This is, see, High Priestess. And yeah, a lot of you will be mediating. They did show that in the other reading that didn't come through. Again, what came out in Divine Feminine reading, some of you have secret jobs that you will have. Why? Because you will be working with unseen things. So that might tie into my dream too, with the way we were moving around. Like I said, you couldn't see anything until you moved around in a certain position to see what was really there. They say all things are here, but it's all a state of mind. And then what kind of energy you put behind it to choose to see these things. But they're all here. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. You're going to be bringing sunshine to a lot of sadness and disasters here. That again ties into the fall of large organizations and Hollywood, where these people were considered important representatives of the community, of our entertainment world, of the courthouses, all that kind of stuff, if you will. And they were saying that, like, you're going to start to see a lot of things that will help you normalize these people. See Emperor card. Some of you, these are your lovers. You're going to see and hear a lot about them to help you de-pedestalize them, if that's a word. But you're not going to be in love with any potential anymore. You're going to be able to ground the truth about them and with them, and you're going to be able to normalize a lot when it comes to them, right? They fart just like you do, okay? That kind of thing. You might get the chuckle in when you may can envision them on the shitter, So 7 of Swords here with the 2 of Cups, but you will be doing mind exercises with that too to ground the energy. 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Let me see. Yeah. It's just what I said. You're going to find the truth out about the connection and your true position in a connection. So again, for a lot of you, love follows this. Once you finish helping with disaster cleanup, you guys are like the FEMA of spirituality, okay? So you know what this reminds me of? I used to get this around the fire time, where I used to see like psychologists and stuff having to go out. It used to be out west. It may still be. And I saw like FEMA and all that kind of stuff. I got a piece of hair on my neck, y'all. Yeah, all that is still happening, but they may have like spirit. They may even call for like psychics and things like that, Reiki people and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. To bless the land, reset the land. But I'm telling you, it's a group of them little entities there. They don't want to talk to nobody but people that's tapped in, or hybrids here. They just can't send anything and anybody in. So higher end people like politicians and stuff going to be looking for people that's tapped in to get these witches and warlocks under control. They calling for their people is what I'm hearing. So even like your star family and stuff is coming down. It's time to negotiate. It's time to talk biz naive. In the words a little scrappy. Page of Pentacles with the King of Swords. Told you. Who's representing you? So a lot of the politicians be like, huh? What do you mean? We're not talking until you bring us one of our people. Bring us our people. I'm hearing that. Let my people go. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, we're in it, but we just can't see it. We're at war. There's some stuff. I told somebody else they did something to time travel too, with something with the satellite, it seems, or some kind of thing in outer space or on the outskirts of the earth or something. They did something, and it glitches with something concerning timelines and time travel. Ooh, what is this? Where'd it go, y'all? Let's see what tried to run. Death. They're gonna be desperate. They're gonna need us, okay? Y'all know what? Anytime I have to do a reading over, it's always better than the first time. But I be thinking like, I can't do it again. It's not gonna be the same. 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the real powers that be. So if you have not seen Divine Feminine and Masculine reading, please check it out. This loops right into it. These star family people like him or it, Orby, I think y'all, Orby's still winning. I gotta check, but correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below. Who did you vote for? Come on, give me some action and a call to action. Comment down below. Who did you vote? What name are you trying to name our baby? But it's gonna be him. Now all of this is making sense. It's gonna be one of these. And they're gonna be like, nope, we want our hybrids. We want them. See, strength card. And they're gonna shake some shit up until they let my people go. 8 of Swords. Freedom. Let us out. Unenslave us. It's time to enter into the new era of things. There's no more lying to us. So they got to give us the jobs. They're not going to want to. They're not going to want to, but they're going to have to. All right, let's get some final messages here. Damn, the Death card. I think it's going to be, you know, other life forces. That's what we're at war with. It's a whole thing like that. It's not us and other, it's not like it's going to turn into us and other countries at all. Let me see. 4 of Wands. The agreement. They have something to fulfill now. The time is up. Yep. Ace of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles. Yep, their time up. They're going to keep telling them, no, bring us our people. We know them when we see them. That's the only way we finna talk business with y'all in order to enter into the new era. So it's like the highest powers that be that we know on top of the pyramid versus star family people from other galaxies and I don't know what to call them, energies and entities from other galaxies and stuff. This is everything that Tupac was talking about in that June reading that I did back in 2023. But all right, guys, well, hopefully this one hits. My name is Diamond. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go round.